If you still have the habits of a boy, you can't expect the world to respect you like a man. Today, more than ever, we have men in their 20s, 30s, 40s and beyond that still have the same habits as teenagers. And the worst thing of all is that most of these men don't even realize they are stuck in a boy's mindset, wasting time, chasing distractions, and avoiding responsibility. And then they wonder why the world doesn't respect them. However, high-value men operate differently. Their habits make them sharper, stronger, and more respected every single day. And today I'm going to give you 5 habits that take a boy and turn him into a man. So if you are ready to show yourself some respect and level up, it's time to pay attention. Hello, my name is James, and I am on a mission to create a generation of gentlemen. Here's the first habit you'll need to change. Boys waste time, but men own their mornings. When the alarm clock goes off, do you hit snooze, grab your phone, and start scrolling social media? If so, you are setting your day off on completely the wrong foot. Because as soon as you begin, not only have you admitted defeat by hitting snooze and not keeping your promises to yourself, but you've also begun the day in a reactive fashion by picking up the phone. Immediately, you are pulled into distractions. Immediately, your dopamine reward system is sent into overdrive. And how can you expect to have a productive day after getting off to such a bad start? On the other hand, high-value men wake up with purpose. And they prioritize mental clarity by staying off their phone, setting their intentions and their plan for the day. One of the most valuable habits that's part of my morning routine is I simply make myself a coffee, sit down with pen and paper, and make a plan of action for the day, including some things that I planned out the night before. So to make a serious change, it's time to implement a no phone for the first hour of the day rule. I personally take this even a step further. I simply turn my phone off around 9 or 10 p.m. at night, go to bed, use a different device for my alarm clock, and then I don't turn my phone back on until I'm out of bed, showered, and starting to get ready for the day. If a social media influencer can go without their phone in the morning, then so can you. And if I am not your inspiration to stop using your phone in the morning, maybe Marcus Aurelius can be. Aurelius began his day with reflection, and he ruled an empire. You can at least get out of bed like a man. Habit number 2. Boys eat like teenagers, whereas men fuel their performance. A lot of teenage boys don't take their nutrition or their diet seriously. They skip meals, they rely on junk food and energy drinks to get them through the day. But sadly, that's also the way that many grown-up men are eating and living. And when you eat this way, when you have this unhealthy lifestyle, not only are you doing your body a disservice, but just as importantly, you are also doing your mind a disservice. On the other hand, high-value men prioritize nutrition, and they maintain their energy and strength through disciplined eating. There are many different routes you can take when it comes to diet, but for the most part, stick to high-protein, whole foods that will fuel your body and mind. Now let's be real, a lot of men don't have the time to cook healthy meals from scratch. And that's why services like today's video sponsor, Factor, make life so much easier. You see, Factor takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success. You can skip the grocery store, the cooking, and the cleaning up fatigue. Instead, get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals sent straight to your door. And they have over 35 meals a week to choose from, including options like Keto, Calorie Smart, and my personal favorite, Protein Plus. Factor is way cheaper and much more delicious than takeout, another trap that men fall into. And best of all, Factor's meals are ready to heat and eat in just 2 minutes, which means more time for you and the things that are important to you. Personally, I use Factor to help me save time as a busy person working for himself running this YouTube channel. So if you want to try this for yourself, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code 50GentZ to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's 50GentZ at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Let's move on now to the third daily habit. Boys dress for comfort, men dress with purpose. If you look around at the average group of young boys or teenagers today, you'll see them all wearing the same uniform of a hoodie and sneakers. Unfortunately, this uniform is becoming increasingly popular with men in their 20s, 30s, 40s and beyond. Now, we can't be angry with a 14-year-old boy for dressing for comfort. How is he supposed to know the message and the power of clothing? But if you want to be a high-value man, then it's very important that you understand these things and you incorporate them into your daily lifestyle. Dress as if every day is an opportunity to make an impression. Because it really is, and you never know whom you're going to bump into. You might think it's okay to go to the grocery store in a hoodie and sweatpants, but then guess what? You bump into that prospect that you were hoping to close, or that really important client. Maybe you even see a beautiful woman that you would love to go up and say hello to, but you're dressed like a slob, and you know if you go up to her like this, she won't give you the time of day. Gentlemen, dress in a way that prepares you to be your best self. And if you want to make this easy for yourself, as many high-value men do, then simply have a go-to daily uniform. This could be as simple as a classic navy blazer, some polished dress shoes, and a well-maintained daily grooming regime. Remember, Cary Grant wouldn't have been caught dead in sweatpants. Neither should you. Habit number 4. Boys seek validation, whereas men command respect. It's a clear sign of immaturity when you see a boy trying too hard to impress, whether it's trying to impress his peer group, his teachers, or even members of the opposite sex. Yet how often do we see grown men doing the exact same thing, trying to overplease women, trying to overplease his friends, even trying to overplease his parents and his boss as an adult. And when you try too hard to impress, when you over-explain yourself, it always creates the impression that you lack confidence. But here's what high-value men do instead. They let their actions, their results, and their presence speak for themselves. Commanding respect isn't about always knowing the right thing to say or being able to tell a great story and make everybody laugh. Not at all. In fact, I encourage you to start talking around 30% less in social situations. And the less you say, the more weight your words will carry. Take, for example, James Bond. He only speaks when it matters. He never over-explains himself, and he allows his actions and his character to do the talking for him. And now it's time for the 5th and final habit. Boys move aimlessly, whereas men move with presence. It's very typical to see boys display low-status body language, such as slouching, nervous fidgeting, and avoiding eye contact. And I get it, when you're a teenager, you haven't built up the levels of confidence that a grown man should have. But today, we still see so many grown men displaying immature, low-confidence body language. And by this point, you should have realized that these are all actually just skills that you can learn, and with practice and intention, you will master them. So it is time to walk with purpose, confidence, and control. Fix your posture, slow down your movements, and own every room you walk into. A great point of reference for strong, confident body language is Gary Cooper. Gary Cooper's silent confidence dominated every scene. And you too can dominate every room by incorporating his very subtle yet very powerful body language techniques. A boy drifts through life, yet a man takes control. These 5 habits have the power to change everything for you, but only if you commit to them. So let's do a quick recap before I let you go. Habit number 1, boys waste time, men own their mornings. Number 2, boys eat like teenagers, men fuel their performance. Number 3, boys dress for comfort, Men dress with purpose. 4. Boys seek validation. Men command respect. And 5. Boys move aimlessly. Men move with presence. If you are ready to fuel your performance without the hassle, check out Factor using the link below. And let me know down in the comments which of these 5 habits you feel like you need to work on the most. Thank you for watching this video, and if you're looking for a video to watch next, may I suggest the one I recently made about how to have a commanding presence.